having to say about that.
After the Mueller report revealed that Russians hacked 2 voter systems in the state, Florida lawmakers and local election officials have different perspectives about how to move forward.
Last year, we provided millions of dollars of funding to the state.
$380 million to be exact, $19.2 million to the state of Florida. But with the 2020 elections on the horizon, will states receive more federal funds for election security? Senator Marco Rubio is hesitant, pointing to a recent report released by the Election Assistance Commission, which found states only spent a fraction of the funds.
I think we've got to work through that before we have even more federal engagement.
But not everyone agrees.
Last year, we basically had to wrestle Rick Scott and his Secretary of State over the division of elections to the ground in order to actually go ahead and spend that money.
We learned the state of Florida has already spent 85% of the federal grant, despite some of the challenges local supervisors of elections faced with spending. 58 counties returned $1.4 million of the $14.5 originally dispersed.
I'm very comfortable saying for myself and my colleagues that we could use what's remaining, what we had to return, and probably some more, to be honest with you.
And election officials across the state appear to have the same view.
Any additional funds that are sent our way by the federal government will not go to waste.
The state tells us it intends to use the remaining $2.8 million to enhance cybersecurity ahead of 2020. But when it comes to how that money will be dispersed, local officials say they're still in the dark.
Whether it's going to be allocated back to the counties who didn't spend it, or whether it's going to be divvied up evenly, nobody knows.
It's unknown if Congress will approve any additional funding ahead of 2020, but local officials want members to recognize time is running out once again.
Sooner than later would certainly be a plus to help us prepare.
The Florida Department of State tells us they're still evaluating ways to provide more resources and funding for local supervisors of election. Meanwhile, the push for election security funding at the federal level is likely to continue. Reporting on Capitol Hill, Samantha-Jo, Spectrum News.